What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. When Simping Goes Wrong, the Prince Wissam and Janet Jackson edition. Well, I should just say Prince Wissam edition because we're going to be focusing on him. He's a simp. And I'm sure a lot of y'all heard the recent stories around Janet Jackson and her split or divorce from Prince Wissam. This dude is a billionaire, and supposedly there was some type of stipulation or prenuptial agreement that stated that if Janet Jackson stayed married to Prince Wissam for 5 years, the initial figure was she would gain $500 million, right? So that's half of a billion, excuse me. I read more recent articles, like I'm reading one that cites the New York Post as one, and it's saying that she will only get supposedly, according to the New York Post, Jackson was entitled to $100 million if the couple stayed married for 5 years, and another $100 million if they had a child, which has led people to hypothesize by putting in 5+ years of matrimony, Jackson was setting herself up for happily ever after, for her own happily ever after. So this one's saying $200 million because they just had a child, I think in January, end of January, somewhere around there. Let me say this. As a man, this is why I made that video a while back, response to a Crazy 100's knowing your self-worth as a black man, but I made it in general, knowing yourself as a man. I mean, you gotta understand, like, why the fuck would you set yourself up for some shit like that? And I know he's the breadwinner and all that shit, but she's not poor. She is very well off, one of the most influential women in the world. I mean, there's no way if I was Prince Wissam, I'm gonna give her money, basically set her up to divorce my ass, because the stipulation is, oh yeah, just rock with me for 5 years and then, do what you want. I mean, you're basically paying this chick to stick around for 5 years, which is exactly what she did. She popped out a child, and she waited a couple months later, and she dumped your ass. I mean, I was watching my man David Carroll. He did a video on this, and he wanted us to guess why the media is hiding the real reason why Janet Jackson left. Me personally, knowing David Carroll, I think it has something to do with the colorism issue that we have in the black community, because I thought, judging from, the stuff that he puts out in his videos, excuse me, he talks about how a lot of black women worship mixed children or lighter skinned children and stuff. But that's a whole nother different topic, but just want to throw that out there. But she stuck around for 5 years plus, meaning a few months after. So she's dipping, and this dude basically set his fucking ass up. And let me tell you something. I've been seeing a lot of comments, and this is the type of shit that just makes me sick. A lot of comments, especially from fucking women, they're sitting there saying, well, you know, that's pocket change to him. Oh, that's not a lot of money to him. Oh, who cares? Are you kidding me? Fuck that shit. It's the principle. I don't want you to have one dime. If you're leaving and going your own way, you go with what you came in with. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Take your shit and get the fuck out. That's it. That's what... That would be ideal, but because we're living in a world where, you know, the woman's always right, and dudes are always bending over the center pussy or the side of pussy. Y'all, we gotta make sure that she's super comfortable. He basically doubled what she's worth, because she's supposedly worth 150 to 175 million by herself. So basically, he just gave her another lifetime. Basically, another lifetime. What she acquired up to this point in her lifetime, he gave her another one. I mean, that's fucking insane. And for that alone, I mean, this dude, just based off of that, this dude is the biggest simp of 2017 right now, as of this date. I mean, wow. Really? Like, it just amazes me. And, you know, shout out to JD Black. He did a great video on this. He was talking about the stuff that sort of led up to it. You know, basically how he's from the Middle Eastern culture, and he didn't want her wearing sultry shit while going on tour or associating with certain people. I mean, I guess that could like kind of validate why she's doing it, but I don't think that it's so. I'm not gonna give her a reason to explain it away. I'm not gonna give any of these females a reason to explain it away. I don't think that's what it is, because, you know, this is what I talk about in videos when it comes to women taking accountability, because you need to feel these dudes out before you commit to them, before you marry them. You need to see what's up. So if she would have taken the time to understand this dude's culture and see what it's all about, she wouldn't have bothered marrying this dude. But I mean, once that prenup was in there, you know how you see in cartoons how cartoon characters see the dollar signs in their eyes? That's what she saw, and she said, fuck it, I'm gonna stick with this. Once my 5 years up, I'm out the door. And this dude basically set his fucking ass up for it. So I really don't feel bad, but I just gotta put this out there to wake you dudes up, because a lot of you dudes bend when it comes to fucking pussy. So let me know what you think. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate, most of all subscribe, and that's it. Peace, bitches.